How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Chapter 7 questions on your study guide packet. So, question 1, the answer to that is it shows Incan clothing / people along with Christian figureheads such as Mary. Question 2, how were cultural transformations during the early modern period the result of interactions among non-Western cultures, not solely the result of European domination? Well, a lot of those transformations saw religious blending or kind of small steps taken into scientific thought, especially that one Chinese thing. Let me find the word for it. Kozeg. Question 3 would be, would let individuals determine the Bible, question Pope authority, and divide Europe politically. Now along to question 4. It appealed to the individual people rather than the church. That's talking about for page 297, where the causes for the appeal of Luther's ideas. Question 5, this is another one relating to the book, page 299. It's talking about the impact of the spread of Protestantism. It would be dividing the Europeans, and some would build states without papal influence in regards to state building. For question 6, the areas on the map, page 300, that not converted to Christianity by 1700, why didn't they do it? Well, that's because they already had an established religion like Islam or Buddhism, or have been just uncontacted, so they haven't been visited yet. 7, what was the effect of European Christianity on the native culture of Latin America, and would synthesize and add biblical teachings along with basically combined with the native figures, especially of like Aztec or Incan. 8, why were missionary efforts to spread Christianity less successful in China than in areas compared to Latin America? It's because they already had an established religion / kind of way of thought. They had that very strong upper elite bureaucratic class. And the missionaries really just lacked power against China's strong upper class, really. Compared to like Latin America, which got completely wrecked by the conquistadors. Then on to question 9. Explain how Islam changed as it spread. It would mainly like merge with other religions like Buddhism or other African tribal religions, and it would basically adopt different ideas along the way, which would lead to like fundamentalist movements later down the line. 10, how did Neo-Confucianism differ from traditional? It would focus on the social values of Song China more, and it'd be kind of reactionary to challenges from Buddhist and Taoist philosophers. Question 11, what conflicts did the scientific revolution cause in Europe? It may be conflicts with the church and state, especially once we get to things like the French Revolution or the American Revolution. You can definitely see that. Why did the scientific revolution occur in Europe rather than in China or the Islamic world? Mainly because the governments in Europe, the governing bodies, had less restrictions on universities than anywhere else. So in Islam and in China, they were heavily regulated. They couldn't go into certain areas of research as they were considered like blasphemous. And basically, it was the freedom and the autonomy that led to the scientific revolution occurring in Europe. Question 13. In what ways did the Enlightenment challenge older patterns of European thinking? Would challenge divine right of kings, church, and basically spread the idea that progress existed. 14. How did 19th century developments in the sciences challenge Enlightenment ideas and principles? So it'd mainly be like Darwin, the guy who talked about evolution. It would really just question if man was truly independent and he was just like being who could think of anything. And it basically challenge the need for struggle. So like think of Darwin basically. Question 15. This is a really long one, so you just have to read in your study guide. But my answer says, while Europeans were making strides in science / philosophy, other places, they were still making progress. It was just kind of on a smaller level, but you still see it. And it's basically, this question is basically talking about Eurocentrism and all of that, which I really don't want to get to because that's a really long subject. All right. Other than that, that should be it. I will probably be making a video talking about the practice questions and talking about answers for that. So stay around. Make sure like, comment. All right, just saying, and subscribe. And have a good night. See you around.